Hey guys, Sean, Kayak Angler Outdoors. And is this the last video from Kayak Angler Outdoors? Yes and no. This is the last video under the name Kayak Angler Outdoors. This weekend I'm officially changing it to Northern Redneck. And I told you all in a previous video, I'll tell you how the name Redneck came about, especially being born and raised in New Jersey. A lot of people ask me how I can be redneck and all that from Jersey. Well, first off, there's rednecks all over the place, not just in the South. There's rednecks all over the world. But I'm just going to tell you how I got the name Redneck. Growing up, I was a metalhead. I listened to heavy metal, all kinds of heavy metal, punk, thrash, hardcore, speed metal, death metal, any kind of metal. And I got into fishing. And back in the day, there was a cable channel, TNN, the Nashville network, and they showed fishing videos, fishing shows all the time on Sundays. So anyway, got up one Sunday to go watch the fishing shows, put it on, and they weren't on. And, NASCAR was on. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I noticed there was a car, the Miller Genuine Draft car, and that was the beer I was drinking at the time. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me check this out for a little bit. Now keep in mind, I'm still a metalhead at this point. I'm still listening to nothing but heavy metal. So watching the race, they show previews of shows coming up and everything. And being at the Nashville network, they were big into country music. So I started hearing country music, and I was like, all right, this ain't that bad. I was never into country music, and started hearing a little bit here and there, and we did have a country station back then. I don't remember what it was. In fact, I believe it was on the AM dial, if I'm not mistaken. So I started checking that out here and there, and next thing I know, I'm listening to more and more country music. So now I'm into country music. I'm into NASCAR. I became a huge NASCAR fan. Turns out Rusty Wallace was driving that Miller Genuine Draft car. So I started watching the races, watching him drive the Miller Genuine Draft. Eventually he'd move on to Miller Lite. And I was, hooked on NASCAR, slowly getting hooked on country music and fishing. And also I was into hunting. So the more I got into country music, the more I got into NASCAR, the more I got into hunting, I started drifting away from listening to all the heavy metal. I still listen to some metal now today. I still listen to, I basically listen to almost any kind of music, but mainly country music is my favorite. If I had to pick one genre of music, hands down country music. And lately I've been getting into a lot of country rap too, also known as hip hop. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of any of that, but yeah, I got into that big time. But anyway, going back to back then, I started to embrace the country lifestyle. This is probably the early 90s, I think. Yeah, probably the early 90s, very early, maybe even like 90, 91. I think it was around 90, 91. I started getting into the country lifestyle. So I started wearing camo, and I had a John Deere hat, and I started wearing cowboy boots and everything. And I was at work one day, and we had this one guy, Polish guy, off the boat Polish, knew very, very little English, and he was busting my chops one day, and he turns around and he says, Sean, you're a real Bill Hilly. I looked at him, I'm like, do you mean hillbilly? And yeah, that's what he meant. He meant a hillbilly. And then somebody else turned around and said, nah, he's a redneck. Thought he'd offend me, I guess. I don't know. When I started thinking about it, I'm like, well, I like country music. I like hunting. I like fishing. I like being outdoors. I like camping. I like NASCAR. All right, I'm a redneck. So what started to be, what was meant to be an insult, actually turned into my nickname. So that's how Redneck started. And as far as Redneck from New Jersey, my grandfather was from Kentucky, and my mom was born in Indiana. And till today, I have relatives. Never met them before, but I have relatives that still live in Kentucky. And back, let me see, probably 20 years ago, my mom was going to Indiana to see the relatives she knew and meet some new ones. And I jokingly said, "Yeah, you're gonna get out there, and they're gonna be barefoot, with the overalls on, sitting on the front porch with a shotgun and the moonshine jug with the three X's and this and that." And she's like, "Nah, they're not like that." She came home and she said, "Yeah, there were some that were like that till today." So when people ask me, "How can you be a redneck from New Jersey?" I tell them, it's in the genes. It's in my bloodline, you know. But like I said, you don't have to be from the South to be a redneck. Rednecks are all over the place. Am I as redneck as, say, a good old boy from Tennessee or down in Alabama? Probably not. But as far as living in New Jersey, am I a redneck? I think so. So that's how the name Redneck started. So now you all know how it started, and yeah, that's that. And like I said, I still listen to all kinds of music, but for the most part, country music. And I love fishing, I love hunting, I love being outdoors. I like to be outdoors as much as I can, which is one of the reasons why I don't like living in New Jersey, in the north for that matter, is the cold winters. And the way I look at it these days, if we're going to have a cold winter, I want a cold winter. I'm talking below freezing. This way I can at least get out on the ice and do some ice fishing. I got out last year and did some. When I lived in North Jersey, I live in Central Jersey now, but when I lived up in North Jersey, I did a lot of ice fishing up there. And with the exception of last year and the year before I didn't go ice fishing, but we had ice. We really didn't have much ice, but like I said, if we're going to have a cold winter, I want a freaking cold winter so I can get back out there on the ice. But anyway, that's the quick story of how I became redneck. I don't know, you might agree or disagree that I'm a redneck. Be honest with you, I really don't care. That's my nickname. That's the way some people know me. Some people don't even know my real name. They just know me as Redneck. So as I was trying to think of a channel name, I didn't want to be called just Redneck. So I was trying to think about it, and then I started thinking, and I'm like, Aaron Lewis has a song, Rednecks North of the Mason-Dixon. He's, I don't know if any of you guys know Aaron Lewis. He used to be the lead singer of Stained, and he's from the north somewhere. I want to say like New Hampshire or Vermont, somewhere up there. And his song, Rednecks North of the Mason-Dixon, is basically what I just said. You know, it's not always about the Southern man. There's rednecks all over the place. But anyway, that's it. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So, yes, this is the last video as Kayak Angler Outdoors. The name will be changed. Probably by the time a lot of you see this video, the name will already been changed to Northern Redneck. It's going to be the same kind of content. Mostly fishing, a lot of kayak fishing, some hunting thrown in, maybe some gun stuff, outdoor stuff, just basically whatever I feel like posting, which is why I wanted to get rid of Kayak Angler. I felt I was pigeonholed to kayak fishing, and although kayak fishing is a big part of my life, I didn't want to be stuck forever known as Kayak Angler. So if for some reason I don't go kayak fishing for a month or two and I post all kinds of videos, nobody will be like, "Hey, what's up with this kayak angler guy? He doesn't kayak fish." So this way, with Northern Redneck, I can pretty much be free to post whatever I want. So hope you guys enjoy it. Hope I don't lose any viewers. I hope to gain viewers. That's the whole idea of this channel, is to gain viewers and let you guys just check out what I do, my interests, my hobbies. I like interacting with people on here. Would I like to be a YouTuber full time? Absolutely. Will it happen? Probably not. I would say no. It probably never will happen. But I'm still gonna do it. I still enjoy doing it. I hope you guys enjoy watching the videos. Hope you guys learn things or entertained or whatever. But I'm still gonna do it. I don't care what anyone thinks. But anyway, I rambled on enough. I don't even know how long we're going. We're going over 10 minutes. So let me wrap it up and get out of here. That's it. I gotta come up with a new end line because I can't use see y'all on the water all the time. But I'll figure it out. So until next time, cheers and see y'all later.